Meet the member, Tim Joyce. Mike is yours.
Which button do I use to advance this thing?
Oh, hold on, I'm bringing you up. Yep. Not open actually. Oh, maybe I did. It's saved.
That one's not me.
Hold on a sec. Keep talking about yourself.
Well, we're glad to be here. During the meet and greet, some people got to meet my wife, who's my guest today. It's my first guest. So we just moved here recently. I've met a lot of you, but not everyone. And I love these meetings because I get to meet new people every time, it seems. So I'm always zeroed in on the name tags so I can figure out who everyone is.
Hold on one sec. Let me gotta share it to the Zoom participants. Yeah, he's not. All right, bad.
Okay. Make this exciting. All right. So everyone remembers Andy. Andy couldn't be here today. He's busy retiring, but Andy would tell everyone he's the tall, skinny billboard guy. And someone at my first Rotary meeting said, well, you're the regular size billboard guy. So I can live with that. That's fine. But this was a picture taken my first day in Harrisburg back in March. And for those of you who haven't seen Andy, he's doing great. Where did the regular size billboard guy come from? I grew up in Philadelphia, in Tacony. I love Philadelphia, everything about it. Go Birds.
We got one Eagles win. All right.
Attended Father Judge High School in the northeast section of Philadelphia, and they are your 2025 6A boys basketball champions. Go Crusaders. I think Cedar Cliff High School beat Father Judge on their way to their baseball championship, coincidentally. I met my wife and graduated from Alvernia University and was a member of the 1987 KAC champion tennis team. Go Crusaders. Raised my family in Berks County, as we talked about quite a bit with people. And just very recently, like this month, purchased our house in beautiful Camp Hill, and we're real excited to be here. Everything seems to be 8 minutes away. We love it. My family, I have two sons. Jacob is a musician and a music teacher, and you can follow along his band's exploits at jakejoyceband.com. My youngest son, Thomas, is also a musician, but he is principally an ultra runner. He won a 6-day race in April, completing 383 miles. So runners on Strava can follow his nonsense, but he's a pretty interesting young man. And I have a silly little dog. She's a rescue from South Carolina, and she is now currently appointed herself as mayor of Camp Hill. And the big picture, the big piece, eating a seventh inning cookie at Citizens Bank Park, my beautiful wife, Christina. And I'm not kidding, most powerful person I ever met. So for those of you who got to shake her hand a little bit, you're better off. I was involved in a lot of things in Berks County. I worked for a company named Land Displays for 20 years. We built a billboard plant company inside the Lamar plant that existed there in direct competition. So I spent 20 years actively fighting Lamar advertising. And now I'm fully on board since 2018 when Land Displays was acquired. But during my time there, I got heavily involved in the community. I hosted a community access television show, started a charity golf tournament, got into politics and got out of that. I was the treasurer of a PAC for Tom McMahon's 2 terms in office. He was the Democratic mayor of the city of Reading. So I was very busy, and then knowing I was taking an opportunity with Lamar, I slowly backed myself out of all the board responsibilities so that I'd be free to move somewhere. And luckily, I ended up here. So our goal at Lamar is to leave it better than you found it. No better example of leaving things better than they found it are my parents, Dot and Joe. God rest his soul. My father passed away in 2020. Mom's still rolling. But now that I'm here, I'm not on any boards and I'm not in any committees and I'm not helping. I'm glad to be involved with Rotary so I can begin to help, and I'd like to get involved. So hit me up. Let's have lunch and talk about how I can help you.
Youth exchange? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We can talk. I'll wrap up. You got to play the room that you're in. You got to know the room. So I got a Reebok 3. I understand.
Yeah, there we go.
So 3 fun facts about me. I once put an Elvis impersonator, one Elvis, on a billboard up in the Lehigh Valley, and we were stopping traffic. That was a lot of fun. Elvis, by the way, is terrified of heights. I am a 2-time international quading champion. I won just this year and 2 years ago in England. I was blessed and proud to represent America and hope to go to England in 2 years to look for the three-peat. And there's my little children and myself outside Veterans Stadium. I've been lucky to see 3 no-hitters live, Kevin Millwood and for the Phillies, and then Josh Beckett, and also the Astros in the NLCS a few years ago, sadly. But that's kind of weird. So I didn't know what else to talk about today. That's all I got. I do appreciate it.